Let me see you bounce right and let your shoulder. Hey, let your shoulder. Yeah, just let your shoulder. Hey, get it right. Step and let your shoulder. Hey, let your shoulder. Hey, just let your shoulder. Hey, let me see you bounce right and let your shoulder. Hey,
Yeah.
I ain't heard this on the nigga.
Me neither,
That used
bro.
to be rocking. Hold on, that
heard
about me
it was
back.
like, damn, this nigga was rapping
God,
his ass off.
man, damn, that was that shit right there.
Bro, I'm cleaning this bitch. Now I'm finna show the lean in this bitch. Nigga, but carbon
Had to be
15.
like 8, 9 years old.
That grand hustle team of kings is getting rich. I'm lean and get lit. Llama being 6. I take breaths, the opposite of prima team miss. God damn.
Yeah.
That's a bar, nigga.
Oh shit. Hey, I just noticed that.
He really
I
slept
couldn't
on
catch it
me.
when I was a kid. This
Oh,
timeless music, bro. This timeless music.
That nigga said, I'm in the Lima Bean 6. That mean I'm in the Lima Bean Green 600.
Yeah.
Come on,
Do
man.
you know Lima Green? That's some goddamn.
Great
That's damn
wordplay,
near
bro.
Tiffany Green, bro.
Oh, 06. No, I know exactly what.
That shit,
exactly.
like, but you wouldn't think of
With-
a Lima Bean and be like, damn, that color flag.
But with the peanut butter seats in there too.
That's why I'm saying I don't think we gave that nigga
Yeah.
Joe his flowers, bro.
Joe's hard, man.
Like, you ever heard? Remember when we be in the city?
Of course.
That nigga blacked on that last verse on there, but I think because the nigga was like, drove nigga in the polo and shit, you kind of you don't pay as much attention to his words, his wordplay, his lyricism.
This more is entertain. He an entertainer.
And then, he's a Southern rapper, so most times Southern rappers you don't look at them for
That
lyrics
is the
most of the time.
downfall of being a Southern rapper, bro.
Yeah.
Like literally, like Bun B was just on Matt Hoffa, and he was talking about, you know what I'm saying, like. I don't care what Jay-Z did on his verse on Big Pimpin'. I knew that Jay-Z fans appreciate real rapping.
Exactly.
So when I get on this thing, I don't care if he switch it up into a Southern like lyrical flow. I'm gonna bust this nigga head in, even though it's a party rap.
Yeah.
I say that to say Southern rappers have always had the rap with a chip on their shoulder.
Yeah.
Nah, for sure.
I gotta be greater than a nigga who just
Come
on
on.
the
Nah,
corner
for
in
sure.
New York.
That's just the
rapping,
mentality
because
of
they
the
gonna
kid.
assume you a barred rapper. It's just like
Exactly.
you from Texas.
Mhm.
They gonna assume you a physical football player.
Exactly.
And if you from the West Coast, they gonna assume you a finesse football player. It's just
Nah, for sure.
your your location can sometimes perceive you for good or bad.
Nah, for
You know
sure.
what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's 2024, man.
Naturally.
Mama,
Mamba.
yeah.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, man.
Happy motherfucking New Year.
Nah,
man.
for real.
We here, man.
You know what I'm saying? I got my brothers in my real blood brothers in here.
sure.
You know what I'm saying? They in here. They up in Dallas for some real reasons, man.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
You
so
know what
slave
I'm
in the
saying?
sanctuary.
The sanctuary.
You know,
man.
first of all, I appreciate y'all for pulling up, man.
Yes, sir, man.
Man, first of all, let the people know why y'all in Dallas, man.
Man, well, first of all, man, what it is, man. It's your boy Dave Houston Swayway Day, one half of the Houston Twins, man.
Man, what it do, what it is. Your boy Trey Houston, also known as Trey Sway, one half of the Houston Twins.
Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. We out here. We in the TYBL tournament for people. That's we AAU basketball. We coaching for the damn. Let me straighten up. I'm a little nervous right now, man.
Nah, bro.
Nah,
Bruh.
man. Look, we coaching for the Blue Chips and everything right now. The Gulf Coast Blue Chips. For everybody who don't know who that is, that's the team that Bronny James and Mikey Williams used to play for. If you
If
check
you know,
that
you
out,
know.
you know.
And even when we was a baller back in our day, like, we got ranked off the blue chip, but excuse me,
No,
my
it's
fault.
all good, man. So, we got this Under Armour deal, man, from the Swayway players, our basketball team, level one,
boys
up
getting
underneath
paid to
level
play.
one league. You know?
It can happen.
Mhm.
You get what I'm saying? It can
Man,
definitely happen.
And the
Facts.
reason I want to give y'all flowers, man, I remember, like, they still get it out the mud, but I remember when these boys was training players for free
Mhm.
at the park in the hood. Man.
Cloverland.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I saw it. You get what I'm saying? So just the fact that they are playing on a sponsored team lets me know that somebody saw it and put them in control of something.
That's hard.
So y'all effort
Yeah.
has given y'all an opportunity to continue to show yourselves and y'all gifts, man.
Yes,
I
sir.
want to give y'all flowers because y'all stayed down.
Man,
No, for
appreciate you, big
Y'all
bro.
ain't let
Appreciate
anything take y'all off. And a lot of people don't realize it's a very selfless role to be a coach.
Nah, man, the most.
You don't get rich coaching kids.
Not
At
at all.
all, bro. That's not what this is. That's not what it's about. If you're doing it for the bread, bro, if you're doing it for the bread, you did. You feel?
Yeah.
Because it's not much money in it for the coach. You feel me?
No.
It's more so about pouring into the kids. So, you You gotta figure that part out first. There's a grind and a work ethic with it. You gotta real life have a love and passion for the game. If you plan on teaching anything, like if you plan on being a teacher, you have to love the arithmetic before. You ain't just finna teach anything that you're not interested in or it's not your love language.
Not gonna last.
Like, we study this forever. So when I get to teaching, it pours out of me. Like even my prices for an hour, you feel me? I don't even train. I can't tell you the last time I trained a kid for an hour. It'll probably be an hour and a half, 2 hours, 3 hours. If you pay me, bro, we're going to get it right. You feel me?
I won't leave till you get it right.
Until we get it right, we're going to conquer this tonight.
It's bigger than money with you.
It's way bigger than money.
Yeah, I'm not just dry taking anybody money and they're not getting better.
I'm going to just tell you, you know what I'm saying, why it's key to me to highlight that. And we're recording here on Friday night. Hell, we in the 4th day of January.
Yes,
What is
sir.
it? The 5th day of January. Wait,
Is it the
the
5th?
5th
It's
day
the
of
5th.
January.
Yeah, it's the 5th.
5
Yep.
days into the year.
Not facts.
I've never known a year to start off
Yeah.
with what way you going. It's a fork in the road.
No, for sure. For
Dude.
sure.
It's real and fake
Not facts.
in every capacity.
Come on.
It's going to be a battle of real and fake.
Yeah.
I mean, look at somebody like Katt Williams. Katt Williams has been great for years. But you remember y'all was talking about perception?
Yeah.
How some people's, viewpoint might not be accurate.
Right. They used
Like-
to think he was like a crackhead on drugs and everything like that.
Yeah.
Trey, you were just talking about it. Just stand on here. People look at us with the locks and stuff, think we
Yeah.
rappers. We want to be like, no, we were nerds. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
fact.
We were intellects at the end of the day.
Yeah.
For sure.
And perception can sometimes get people in trouble because it makes you sleep on your adversary, your opponent, your
Facts.
competition.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah.
And so with that, what do y'all think is something that you feel as though it's possible this year? And like tangibly, like, okay, based off of what it's looking like on the fit, what would you be disappointed if said A or whatever example doesn't come out? What would disappoint you if it doesn't come to fruition this year?
If we not, honestly, man, we trying to get our content back on the YouTube part of it. I feel like with the things that we have going in the future, if we don't get back, I'm trying to get back to 80K. I'm trying to get up to 80K. If that doesn't happen, like, yeah, that'll be crazy to me because of the energy that we have around what we got going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, we plan on being all around the world training camps and everything. You know what I'm saying? Not even just coaching, like, our team, but, like, just being around doing All-American camps and everything like that, the sway way, pushing the sway way, So that'll be crazy if that content won't blow. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm going to tell you something real. It's going to sound crazy. I'm going to be telling you this. The big thing is, it's not really going to hit for y'all
Yeah.
until they get older.
No,
Yeah.
facts.
Yeah.
That's what.
So
Go ahead.
will you be willing to stay in the bud? What's good with it, man? Happy
Hold on with it.
J5,
Happy New Year,
man.
everybody. Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
The boy came in here with the Kappa swag.
With the whole suit on. I came here. Hey, sponsored by my wife. She said you gotta wear this.
Continue with your point,
Nah,
bro, because I'm finna knock it out the park.
we was talking about this the year of the real, man. Katt Williams and they jumped it off and everything. It's a fork in the road between real and fake. So I'm kind of bringing it to them because I feel like this the first year that they're starting off as adults to me in their purpose. You get what I'm saying?
It's been doing it for 10 years, too.
They been like, you see somebody put in the work because they got an Under Armour team now. But I remember when they was training at the park.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is this. I told them, like, they got an 11-year-old group right now.
13.
13-year-old group?
7th grade, yeah.
7th grade.
Class of 2029.
As a program and as a trainer, you don't blow up until somebody you train blows up, right?
We
Facts.
waiting on it. We waiting on it.
So that means you have to put in five more years to get a return of investment.
6, really.
But okay, so that's the goal. We had all the kids write out our goals, correct? But because for the sake of time, I'll get it there.
Yeah.
So we have all the kids set out like a goal. You know how many points they want to average,
2024.
how many followers they want to obtain, what do they want to learn as a person, and everything. And this will be the ingredients to making you successful, not necessarily making you a pro or making you a D1 athlete, because it's not in the books for everybody. You know, some of us just don't got it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that still don't mean that you can't get this experience and use it, you know, for the world. So, you know, we trying to just teach the kids intricate details, like, you know, giving yourself baby goals first. You get what I'm saying? Because the way how you build a wall is brick by brick.
Yeah.
You got to make sure everything is symmetrically pleasing. So it's got to be a detail that's with it.
Yeah.
The same. It's reps. It's reps. You just got to get your reps in, bro. You got to get your reps in. Make it crispy.
Yeah.
We preach to the kids, work clean. Playoff principle.
People respect the work.
You have to, because you see it works.
But
You feel me?
All right, think of somebody like Meek Mill.
Mm-hmm.
You know why Meek Mill was so big when he came out first? Because we saw him battle rapping broke on the corner. No, real talk.
With the nappy
It's
braids.
just how Katt Williams was doing Kevin Hart. It was like, damn, he really got us looking like shit. He was in Paper Shoulders, looked up, he was in Soul Plane, and he was out of here. Like, that's not the normal route for a comedian. And so people respect your work, your course of action, right?
Yeah, your journey. You got to see the journey.
You got to show your work.
Your journey.
But do you think it's scary though that that public perception and public opinion can change overnight? The reason I say this is I'm tying back to Katt Williams because it's so much in that. With like, okay, we had a Cedric Entertainer interview come on the same platform, right? Ricky Smiley. Nobody batted the eye to anything they was saying.
Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey
had a pretty good one, but continue.
But what I'm saying, they always on this platform. Nobody batted the eye to anything they said.
It's because, and I think it's because they underestimated the play. They underestimated. They just thought, Katt Williams just gonna keep doing his stand up. He just gonna keep doing, you know, like, cause I mean, literally, he like you can see him every month somewhere. Dude is always on the road. Shout out to Precious and Kamar and them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They gave us the blueprint on how that industry is. But I think they was just this all about egos, man. And it was all about egos, and the whole thing, they just underestimated that he probably wasn't gonna get that platform.
You want to know why?
Huh?
Oh, my fault.
Go ahead.
My
Go ahead. Because
I ain't gonna lie. They felt like he wasn't as mainstream. They felt like they looked at him street. You get what I'm saying? So I'm looking at it as like Boosie, the top rapper right now.
I was just about to say he's the Boosie of comedy.
Charleston White is the number one.
You got to go back to the ground
let's
level.
go back to we got to get back to the real now.
Authentic
you know what I'm
shit,
saying?
like
the real prevailing now, and that's really what's going on. That's what's going on with us in basketball. You know what I'm saying?
You know, the kids today look at athletics as being square now. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's very
it's slow money.
Yeah,
it's slow money
in the urban communities. In the urban communities, yes.
It's slow money.
Yes.
Yep.
Ja Morant is the god of that. You feel what I'm saying? He giving the people hope. You feel me? When it comes down to that, it's a group of kids that feel like Ja wasn't wrong for anything. Bad for business, for sure. Bad for business, but motivational. You feel what I'm saying? Because, you know, as a kid, you go through that rebellious stage. You feel me? Well, you know, going against the status quo and everything from the parents, you feel me? Like, it's like the biggest thing ever because you just want to be set free.
Yeah.
And it is not necessarily harm with it. This just the way I go about expressing myself for this time being.
Yeah.
A lot like what Ja and his infatuation, whatever it is, you feel me? But people don't know how to necessarily, you know, market that or do anything for that.
You can't market. They don't know how to market authentic urban culture. What I mean by that is, you remember Allen Iverson hit the league?
Yeah.
And he became everybody's favorite player because you felt like, I know a player like him.
Mike Vick.
But I kind of feel like they're gonna be scared of that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's a little bit like uncomfortable for them to be around that element. You know, so
that's why Katt Williams stuff went up though. That's exactly why. Because people were like, man, what he finna say next?
It made you uncomfortable at first,
but
then you start calculating like he ain't lying.
The reason why he wasn't lying because 60 to 80% of the stuff was already there. You just needed a voice to add to it. Or somebody that could be like, hey, I lived in that timeline. I was there.
And you know he was around. It's like it almost is like and it ties to
he a great storyteller.
You got
that
man.
because your oration
Yes, bro.
it brings conviction. It's like a pastor.
Yeah.
A pastor could be teaching you the greatest stuff in the Bible and breaking it down perfectly. But he can't orate it to make you believe and convicted that it's real.
Did you know they was taught that? They taught that at school.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it's a
cadence.
It's
Yeah.
the
But it go back to what you always say. You can have hard work.
Yeah.
But if you don't got no talent, it'll show.
So
Even in that era, them pastors, you know what I mean? I'm talking about the T.D. Jakes and all of them. They got a talent. They got a talent in storytelling. And every time, even go back to Katt Williams, did you see how he narrated and involved, hey, you ain't gonna have nobody on juice, are you? Now you got him involved. You know what? You right.
Yeah.
If you around here on some juice, then he come back and he circled. And this is what when he talked about the people in the dress, he kept circling out. He said because that was their best role.
They don't know how to play a real man.
So one side of it, let's say Shade Room, they gonna point that out. You know, he wasn't really shading them. He was just saying, you know, like let's think about it.
I'm only going by what you get.
Right. Neighborhood gonna talk be like, you see how he shade them? It's like, and this shout out to Ryan Davis, the comedian. If you listen to his take on it, he said, man, the motherfucker is entertaining with a lot of truth, maybe some lies in there, but it's dangerous to the people who don't really want to listen and break it down because that's where we are in y'all generation. And shout out to what y'all doing and teaching them small goals. Work hard, you know what I'm saying? Like achieve them small goals because this big goal, you know what I'm saying? It's a big goal. It's great, and you may achieve it. But we have so many kids that's going to just read the neighborhood talk and keep going or read, you know. Go. Let's keep going.
If it wasn't, let me hit on this. If it wasn't an entertaining, going back to us coaching, right? Like if it wasn't an entertaining part of us, like the way we coach, we wouldn't even be in this position, like with the swag and everything like that. Like actually being from the
because you wouldn't
hood,
have anything to stand out,
and then having a real life and having a real life like passion and like grind about yourself about it. Like, and then my pops used to always say this. He used to see like, well, you always see like super good athletes, but with mediocre coaches. Yeah. My pops used to always sit back like, man, I could get something out that kid. But it's like with that passion. So you could tell the kid, oh, pass the ball, look up, pass the ball, look. Man, pass the ball, look up.
We depending on you, bro. We depending on you, bro. Bro, it's right there, bro. It's right there. You got to be able to see that, bro.
Bring
you know what? Sub him. You know what? Sub him till he get it right. Oh, you not looking? Tighten up.
But as soon as he
push your position,
when he make that adjustment, that next play,
because you hide the stakes, and that's a thing. Like delivery,
small goals. Deliver on the small goals. Keep building on
theatrics.
And then the thing about it is this: for somebody to actually like be there to congratulate you on like conquering whatever they put in front of you, like, okay, I'm depending on you to hit this corner three.
Sure. And
I'm depending on you to deliver on this presentation. I'm depending on you to deliver on this project. When you get that end goal because you got tight ass because you like, oh shit, man. But when you hit that shot though,
it just do something for you. It releases everything.
It's euphoric.
Come on, man.
Good way to put it.
You in the game.
And that makes you numb to the pressure when you continue to deliver under pressure.
And they give you the confidence to do it over and over again.
They give you that rush. You get what I'm
saying?
saying?
Basketball is a game of that.
That's why everybody can't be great, even though everybody has the access to it. Meaning like, I look at it like a situation with music or even business. It's to be creative in something that to be great at something that everybody has to have access to, you have to have audacity. Like you have to have the audacity to be like, I'm gonna be the best at this shit, and can't nobody give a fuck about me.
You damn gotta be borderline delusional.
You gotta be delusional.
People gonna think you crazy at first.
Yeah.
Because you gotta think. Remember we was talking about Bankroll Freddie?
Yeah.
He from fucking Arkansas.
Yeah.
Not even from the big city in Arkansas. The fact that he had the audacity to be like, I'm gonna put all this money in the rap. I'm gonna blow up off this shit. Out the country.
For sure.
Most people be like, nigga, what the fuck? Ain't nobody coming to Arkansas to get no goddamn rapper.
Come on.
This nigga was like, you know what? I'm gonna rap on this, it was the Act Up. It was like an Act Up freestyle or something that QC had did. A lot of niggas too cool,
Go
especially
back
when
to
you
your
get
real
street
nigga.
money.
Nah, fact.
The whole optics, it was impromptu in the trap.
No,
like how
no.
some people, like you can see it on the video.
Yeah.
It was an impromptu, like impromptu.
He was in his true. He was in his true place.
Play that song again. Come on, shoot your
Let's
video.
put it on.
Let's do it.
Let's
Most
do it.
niggas, you know what I told y'all players? Don't be too cool.
No, I've been telling them that all week.
Because most niggas,
And to tell good
when you
stories.
get money and stuff, and you up, man, quit that lame ass
Come
shit,
on,
nigga.
man.
I'll be freestyling to these hoes record.
Come on.
All right. The fact you like, I'm gonna get my ass on here. I'm gonna spit this shit.
Go home.
Where you from? I'm from Blacksville, Arkansas. Well, you know, I'm like, nigga, where?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm the coldest nigga in Blacksville, Arkansas, though.
I'm just letting you know.
Everybody know.
And the crazy
Exactly.
thing about it though, everybody, it's like in they aura, in there, they are, and that's all that matters.
But
for sure.
when one person has the audacity to kick the door in, then what happens? You have old boy that signed with Gucci. Two dudes came and signed with Gucci out of Arkansas because all somebody has to do is have the audacity to kick the door there.
You even think about drill music with O Block.
Even
You know what I'm
with,
saying?
but that's what we doing with the youth basketball now.
Exactly.
We finna bring
With the
that-
sway
we
way.
we finna bring that urban culture back to the game, but it's still
I can
good
see y'all doing
basketball.
a whole event where y'all got like 5-star players playing basketball, and then y'all gonna like, we're gonna throw a concert and have
Yes, yes.
like,
Don't say
next
too
you know-
much
Hey,
now.
yeah, don't do it. Come on, man. See,
people
that's the slave
people
way,
gonna
though.
look at y'all
But you
like
got it, though. Hey,
when-
you got it. You
when
see
it's-
it.
You still got my
No.
role, right?
Yeah,
I got
I
it's
got
there.
you.
Oh,
Alright.
but it's locked it in.
when it roll out, people gonna be like, what the fuck are
It's
they
going.
It's
going.
It's
going,
happening,
bro.
bro.
But,
You
but,
feel me?
but you have to be the fact is everybody's not built to be comfortable with people being uncomfortable.
Yes,
sure.
yes,
For
yes.
sure.
You know how when you come in, like say when you in church, if somebody come in, you can tell they don't come to church often, so they aesthetic might not be aligned
same.
with everybody
Yeah,
else's.
for sure.
They have to have audacity to be looked at like that to go there.
So when we was younger, right, like 21, 22, we used to study with Israelite camps, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we used to come in there like, and I ain't gonna speak on the specific Israelite camp, right? But we used to go in there and we look different. You know, you gotta have your fringes on and everything like that. Like they hemmed us at the door, him this lady at the door, cause she had on like a tight dress, brother, this, and that. But all the kids was gravitating to us cause we
And
looked
was
different.
all the kids could
Yeah.
talk about.
And-
Because this all they knew.
This all they knew. And that kind of like, that opened up some of the Israelites, some of their eyes. They had some marketing ideas. You get what I'm saying? And I'm like, does that align with what's going on? Shit, they need a platform for somebody to speak for theirs too.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Marketable.
So somebody always looking for the next best face. You get what I'm saying? An entity to like a walking billboard. You get what I'm saying? To like kick
spokesman.
open the door. You know?
And you know what? We may have passed that, but I challenge y'all to like keep doing what y'all doing. Put them, what's the small goals? Because what I'm seeing with y'all generation are the ones that they giving that torch to or passing that torch to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna sound dated. I think it's giving it to them too soon.
Yes.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know, like look at it. Like for example, you love Kodak Black. You put me on Kodak Black. You like, man, he really talented.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What I've seen with Kodak Black is they gave him. How you gonna give a 21, 20-year-old, 22-year-old 40 million?
No, the difference
20
is
million,
no,
18
no, I'm
million.
gonna tell you what the difference
Facts.
is. There's no preparation.
No.
None.
But
Right.
And so they used to. So back in Motown and all that, there used to be a thing called artist
Artist
development.
development.
Right.
Yep.
we into player development.
Mhm.
Exactly. But player development is more than basketball.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's like that. So that's why the packaging.
Like a lot of
I
life
can
skills.
spill it to y'all.
Yeah, come
man.
on.
So it's sway players, fam. One, okay. We
Keep it player, baby.
Yeah, keep it player. We sway,
Player.
correct? We sway. That's our LLC. That's our business.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. The sway way players, okay. That's my son's business. He owns 50% of it, correct? Okay, me and his mother own 25% of it apiece.
Mm-hmm.
We allow his 50% to accumulate
Mm-hmm.
through our marketing and everything. So we going on this tour, but guess what we're gonna sell? Merchandise and everything like that.
Mm-hmm.
His piece is gonna accumulate. He doesn't be the sole proprietor till he's 16, he's 13. So we talking about a 3-year investment of us using our 25%, investing it back in to our son, correct? Only for him to invest it back into his player
brothers.
partners. So our kids will have a LLC, will have a business or something that they will have by the time they either in the 10th or the 11th grade. Some of them is finna get one next week.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? For my premier players, correct? And we're gonna brand these kids and we're gonna show them. but we're gonna teach them. We're gonna take them to marketing classes. We're gonna take them to coding classes. We're gonna give all the resources that we have throughout our life, and we're gonna give the kids favor.
And we not
use the basketball as just the vehicle.
We're not gonna sit somebody in front of them that they can't relate to. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. We're gonna give them proper teaching.
I'm gonna give you somebody who look like you come from where you come from. They got something. They got that on them because that's what we are. And he good because I say he good.
And that's so crazy, and why I always gravitate to like y'all city, Houston. And when I saw it in Charlotte, like coming out of Arkansas, you didn't see a lot of the same energy. I don't care if it was black or white. You just didn't see, like, I ain't meet a flim until we got to college, right? Like, I ain't meet a dude. I was like, okay, that just be patient with me and just be like, man, you ain't, you know, you good, you know? And then in this corporate America shit, you get here, man, they took my boy Antoine, y'all brother the one, like, man, flip it like this, and was able to just pass knowledge.
But speaking of that, you want to know how I come back around? What I did today, I had an interview with Nissan.
That's crazy.
Who I called?
He hit me up.
Marcus, give me some insight on this, because I knew it was going to be on the interview. Like 15 minutes before I get an interview.
Got it for you.
Literally, one of the answers you gave me, I regurgitated it back to the interviewer. Eyes lit up. Because he's my blind spot. I'm in the project managing in the front end. He's back end. He can speak to it from a technical perspective, but we're using our research. I never forget when I first tried to get into business analyst, I didn't know shit about SQL. I never forget this film met me at Cheesecake Factory at Stone Briar.
So did.
I was like, bro, I need you. Just to break it down to me. It's like, that's the power of community, bro.
Yeah.
Network.
The network, and y'all bring each other up.
Come on.
No, for sure.
And what we doing is, man, so the twins, right? Clearly you see like they the only Hispanic kids on the team, right? So their daddy have a gym on the other side of town wearing Katie. You know what I'm saying?
You know, Katie's like,
so
Katie could
number one. No, this
Katie could compete with Dallas.
ISD. It's number one ISD. It's number one move to
out the best football players at least on that side of town is working in that gym. He's a contractor for that gym, right? And so we brought all our little hood boys and shot them out there yesterday to get their mind right for this, right? And thing is about it, full circle moment. One of my teammates from Yakes, his sister is one of the head trainers and nutritionists over there.
Okay.
Right? The dude hit me today like, man, it did something to me that y'all brought them boys way from Yellowstone and the trailer come down here.
That's 45 minutes.
Everybody could go there.
He said, bro, he white, right? He said, man, I was born in Mo City and then had to move to the suburbs. And I couldn't fit, and I felt like I didn't fit in the suburbs. When y'all walked through that door yesterday, it did it. Man, he said, man, I stay in West Downtown. Yeah. I'm gonna figure something out for you and your boys.
Yeah.
Just like that. But my goal was like, okay,
let's get them out there.
The twins, the only Hispanic players, they stay on this side of town. Their daddy do this. They gotta come. They 2, 3 times out the week. They gotta travel to our side of town. We're gonna come meet y'all.
We're gonna come meet y'all.
It's only right. We're gonna come meet y'all.
We're gonna come show y'all that this family, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like we
through
building.
that,
they have to leave their comfort zone.
And through that, I done built that connection right then and there. You get what I'm saying? So much to the point to where I see like I could bring my own gym to the south side now.
Man, that's why I always say though, like if I was closed off and a bitter nigga, I would have never met him.
Come on.
I met him through my ex-girlfriend who was my current girlfriend at the time. You know how most times if a chick got a homeboy that you talking to, you ain't really trying to get
on some shit. Exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And she was just so a plug. I mean, like, it wasn't like, it just like, I met her, I had just got down the weekend and was like, all right, my homegirl was like, let's go out. I'm both halfway. I sit at a bench, she's sitting at the other side. And you know, I'm like, I ain't want to like a square in the park in the club. I don't care. I was like, damn, I don't want to just not talk to nobody.
Yeah.
So I kind of did this. And I was like, what's up? She like, you know, whatever. So we just, simple that. 2 days later, I'm in orientation at my job. I see her walk through. I'm like, hey, She like, what's up?
They cool
But-
years before me.
It's crazy.
Listen, no, 3 months, cause like, it was about 90 days.
Yeah.
Because
But it's a real authentic
she put
friendship.
me on, listen, because she was just so, she, you know, it like, she like a dude. So she was like, man, I got this dude, this old big head ass nigga. We finna start working together. Verbatim. But she walked me through, the process of the application. Once we all got in, she introduced me to him. A pure introduction. I figured he was just like, man, what up, man? And I was trying to be cool.
I didn't know who he was.
Yeah,
I already had
you
peep
know.
game because I walked down there.
Southpaw.
And you know, and your brother always gonna sit where the crowd is.
No,
you know,
yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
do. So I'm like, all right. I'm seeing him down there. And she was like, I'm hitting her up about some shit. She was like, just hit him up. So I hit him up. He's like, oh man, you know, give me this game on it and whatnot. But it just grew from there, bro. And I'm coming from a scholar type. All right, you're going to go to school, get your bachelor's, you're going to get your master's. And as soon as you get that, you walk in, everything's there, right?
No, seriously.
No. He was like, nah, bro. I gave him he said, bro, just do this. Change this up. Do this. And then when I got on, he was already moving to the next step. He said, now you need to learn agile. I was like, agile?
Mind you, the reason I had to get out the mud, because I don't have a degree.
Right.
So I had to be creative with how I'm going to earn. You
Right.
get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about it is, what I enjoy about Marcus and about Flim, they have a thirst for knowledge.
Yeah,
for sure.
They gotta go find it.
Like y'all two dudes, I know y'all gonna learn something new at least quarterly.
They keep it short.
He passed me up a long time ago in this IT shit.
No.
No, I'm talking about technically.
I'm like, no.
Bro.
Listen, I'm still catching up to him. Like, anything I talk to him about, if I talk to anything about something technical,
But
he
Marcus-
just sit back and blame.
But the difference
All right,
is,
now you learn.
Flim went to school for this shit, so he had the advantage. The reason I respect you, Marcus, you sold cars first.
Oh, yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
So, but that's even when it comes down to y'all Unspoken Conversations platform, correct? Y'all see how y'all are all valuable people, correct? And y'all, it's just on the hip. Luckily, we have the favor to have a big brother in this. But that's why I always ask Swan, like, bro, what a podcast at, bro? What a podcast? Because we the young niggas that's listening to y'all. You feel what I'm saying? So when y'all not consistent and shit like that, and I'm not trying to get on y'all ass, but nigga, no. Yeah, bro, we here, we listening, bro. And we like, I'm
need
telling
that.
y'all, I tell Twan all the time, bro, I'm a real consumer. I'm a real fan of Unspoken Conversation. Y'all are my mentors, bro. Y'all are my big brothers.
We
You feel what I'm
gonna
saying?
record today. That,
Yeah.
Like when they hit me up, was like, "What we doing a podcast this week? We gonna be in town." I was like, when they was like, "Why y'all ain't been doing it?" I'm like, man, like
And
we need to have
thing
no.
about it, we all in our hearts want to. And I think all of us is just, we steady creating
No, for sure.
to produce this. Like, we all going in different, like,
I understand.
like in different journeys.
No, for sure.
And like me personally, I don't want to always talk about every weekly thing, every hot take every week, right? I think it's cool, but I want to like make it when they see us, like we can talk about whatever's hot, but
It's just time to take it to the next level. It's time for y'all to start a live podcast situation at least once every 3 months. Make it lucrative now. Throw an event around y'all podcast, bro. Y'all have that influence. You feel what I'm saying? Do it. Do it.
I just think
Do
our
it.
brand, individual brand, that we working on and what we doing great at, right?
No, for sure.
Like it's gonna, anytime we speak, it's gonna have presence to it, right?
No, for sure.
You know, I do, like you said, I do feel that we probably put some more marketing. We can put around marketing right now on each one of our interviews.
We
Last interview with y'all, this interview, right? Cool.
we not giving ourselves a true shot. We know that, but the thing is, because this has been a year, I can say all of us was like
Y'all in y'all
Yeah.
head down, bro.
Y'all in y'all
Yeah.
bag.
And so it made it hard for us to come back to here.
do
But
the
I'm gonna
hobby.
be real with you. When we went to Afrotech though,
Mm-hmm.
that put the battery back in my back,
No, for
but
sure.
it wasn't on the podcast. But I'm gonna tell you why we
gonna
had
be in
kind of
Houston next
stopped
year.
on the podcast.
Oh no.
I'm gonna tell you why it stopped. Why we kind of stopped with the podcast, and it had nothing to do with what we was trying to do. Our conversations just was covering other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like normally when we having correspondence, it's like we recording this week. What we talking about? Da da da.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's, hey, this is what I'm doing now on the gig, because we know, okay, we got to get here.
Let's start up a new level for sure.
It's like we wanted to start this off with. What I've been doing the last three weeks is doing modules that he sent me to get my Salesforce
for sure.
certification.
For sure.
But what I'm saying, we have to be more selfish with what's for us, because to be honest, like you said, we've come too far in here to just let it drop.
Just let it drop,
for
bro.
sure.
And so now, like you say, we need to pivot and find a way. Okay, how can we have the audacity to be like, we gonna throw an event in 2 months and see who pull up. If 8 people pull up or 40 people pull
actually,
up.
we did one.
Mhm.
We did one,
But it
And
was years ago.
No, we did one in 20. We clocked the one in 2023 at the fashion show.
That don't count because that wasn't ours. I'm
It
talking
wasn't
about
ours.
something that we
That you
literally
curate.
That we
curated, because then you really gonna have the true buy-in to make it pop. I think our problem is we sleep on ourselves.
Yeah.
Like, you know how y'all active and on the ground, and so y'all always pushing
You have to.
out. When you get older, I get stagnant. You remember I told him, like, I can't remember that. I feel I get uncomfortable when I'm in social settings. I used to love it,
Yeah.
and I don't know what happened to me, so I be in them, and I literally be trying to combat it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But-
gotta keep your feet moving.
But as y'all can see in y'all
Man, we
numbers,
need to delegate
y'all
some
do
things,
y'all
man.
do know y'all have a community out here, regardless if it's 20 people. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all have y'all own world already. Yeah, y'all get comfortable, y'all get uncomfortable around people that y'all don't know. But if y'all was to invite people out that's simply fucking with y'all and y'all lonely, bro, that is y'all world. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all are the show. I'm not speaking on no we never did before. We did a live podcast. We did a live podcast for the last 3 months of last year of 2022. You get what I'm saying? We did a live podcast. We did 8 episodes. We didn't drop it. It was just, but we made all the connections and stuff that was created through the Twins then, and it grew every week. Every week it grew to the point to where it started off as 30 people. By the last 6 weeks, we packed it out at 110 people. You feel what I'm saying? That's
People
a mini.
still asking
That's
us to
that's
do it again. Pulling up on they live
that was a mini community. You
And they
feel
was
what I'm
asking-
saying?
And they still asking us to bring it back to this day.
Because it was
You know what-
impact on it. You feel what I'm saying? And-
what y'all created the platform,
Yeah.
but then the authenticity of who y'all were, people bought into it.
Mhm.
Like, it's I don't think, that's another thing that's a disconnect for our generation. Sometimes we don't know how to use how can they say it?
Y'all try to code switch too hard. That day over. You get what I'm
I
saying?
could be
No,
y'all.
you want to know what? I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna give you something real. I was just having this conversation with my girl, because I was like, I'm at the point now, I've been working from home so much, I don't code switch no more.
Exactly. You just be yourself.
I like, literally, she was like, I be noticing you on the phone, on the calls. It be seeming like you talk to your home.
Hey,
You gotta
hold
be
on.
you now.
This is my last going off.
You good?
You remember years ago, I was telling you about, like, that's a word for it. Now I cover what y'all saying. Remember, I was like, well, man, I gotta be this way. You like, man, you better stop being that way on the call. True story. Went through an interview, and they were like, man, why are you so stiff? Like, I'm prepping, right? I was like, man, because the interview panel is not finna be y'all looking.
Exactly.
And so I gotta be, they said, man,
Come
you
on,
better
yeah.
go in there and read it
And be
like
you.
chilling and talking to me. I was
Exactly.
like, what? They were like,
Be
you
you,
know the
bro.
product shit, you know it.
Be
You
you,
just
bro.
talking like you reading from a prompter instead of just
It's not your true
like,
aura.
what's your
Let it
Even-
flow.
even most
have any one
business
of y'all
people-
ever interviewed somebody for a job?
Yeah.
I work in media.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well, yeah.
No, I'm talking about like
I mean, I
a
have
job
like
interview.
job.
years,
Like
but
job.
I haven't not recently.
I did one job interview like 6 months ago.
Okay.
Man, just being on the other end of that, it tell you a lot of stuff about what people thinking when they interview.
Yeah.
Cause I've been doing them. I've been interviewing people, and these ain't like entry level jobs. These 6-figure jobs I'm
It's
interviewing this nigga for, right? So first off, me, you see me, I'm like big ass nigga. And I got this camera. You can see how big I am, right? So you a programmer, and they like, yeah, we're gonna introduce you to the lead programmer. Miss Fleming's gonna come in. And then I come in, I look at you. I can tell like people's whole attitude change about they
shit.
prospects about
Yeah.
getting the job. You know what I'm saying? How nervous they is about certain
I
things.
got a story.
So it's just funny to do that and then like be on the other side again and be like, oh, okay. So it give you a whole different perspective on how you should go about an interview.
Nah, fact.
Right, and you exactly right. So you thinking on the other side, you thinking like, all right, I done been through these interviews before. They don't want to hear none of that.
Like I give you this for instance. Like I can tell you why a nigga didn't get a job from me.
Yeah.
I asked that nigga a question and it took him like 3 minutes to answer that.
Come on, man.
So I was like, damn, I'm gonna have to ask this nigga a lot of questions if we work together. Like, what if
I need
ask
you to
the
deliver.
question?
Oh,
I got every time I ask you a question, you gonna answer it like that?
I can't stand kids
Yeah.
like that neither. When I'm asking, so why they can't answer open-end response questions?
They talk around it.
Yeah, so
what
you
is
know,
that?
I don't give a damn what you know, cause hell, it's gonna take me 2 hours to get it out of your ass. You know what I'm
I
saying?
can't deal with it.
That's why it's a skill. Because so Flim, the reason I know what you just saying is true. So today was my second interview with Nissan. They say this kind of the formality, but the hiring manager I interviewed with 2 weeks ago. So I'm all
You
tight.
did a one-on-one with the hiring.
Yeah, huh?
You did a one-on-one with the hiring 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And then this one was
This,
a group.
like that was the more technical interview. That was the one like he gonna see what I know. I get on there, I'm all nervous. I'm tight in that. I'm like, I'm sitting in front of my thing like this. I get on there, it's a nigga.
We good.
No,
everything
like, bro,
When I tell you, like,
visually. You like,
see it.
yes.
but you can tell all black
My
people like the same.
nigga.
You know how you can just
My
tell.
Yeah.
Cause
nigga.
when he had the little half zipper sweater. He had a t-shirt, but he had a Cuban under, like his little Cuban on under here. And he had he was like a 40-something-year-old nigga who you would see at the barbershop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Just kid-
But
just
this the
kid.
head of data. You know what I'm
Man,
saying? Like,
that's
so
hard.
he was like, "What's going on with you?" And he was like, "Yeah." He was like, "So you know, I'm Ron. You know, da 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 da. So tell me about yourself." You know, I'm from Dallas. I live in Dallas from Houston. Da da da. I've been in a business analyst, 11 years. Da, 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 telling all this shit. He was like, "All right, cool. I'm gonna just tell you right now. I know you, cause I was giving him my BA response. He was like, I know you good at a BA. I could tell in your first minute that you know what you talk about. Just walk me through this process. Simple, like you say, just give it to me simple." I go give it to him. He was like, "I love that answer. You got any questions for me?" I let him know. Boom. He was like, "Man, I like your spirit, man." Like he was like, "Where you say you call from? You from? I'm from Dallas." He was like, "Oh, so you're a Cowboys, you're a Cowgirls fan." Once he started getting into the foot, I'm like, "Okay,
Like,
I got this
yeah,
guy.
we-
I got this.
we good, buddy."
Yeah,
Bro, I got a story
Go
to
to
it.
it.
I got
Great thing
a-
about
Wait, I ain't done. I ain't done. He was like, "We got 3 minutes left, but you got a little bit more time, man. I just want to build with you." So now I'm like, if I get the job or not, this probably somebody I want to get to know going forward.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because he was like, when I got in here 6 years ago when I started here, I couldn't even spell data. He didn't know shit. He literally went from not knowing what the fuck was going on to running that bitch in 6 years.
Crazy.
So now he trying to get in the door with somebody. So when I had my interview today with the business, it was this white lady who I don't probably have nothing in common with. And she loved my feedback. She was like, "My feedback's probably going to be in line with Ron's. This is very great." Now I'm like,
They talking about
not
you.
only did he interview me, he probably went and gassed me up.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
That's what's
And
happening with
but
us.
this was
though.
happening right
But-
now.
but-
Like
but-
the dude who just left, he probably gassing us up to the
But-
CEO of the company right now.
And every for a coach, every day is an interview, especially in youth sports, because you gotta sell the parents, goddamn. But I'm not selling anything. You get what I'm saying? I'm finna be myself, bro.
Facts.
I've been coaching for 10 years, bro. I train day in and day out for sure. Out of all the other stuff, I could do the music, I could do the YouTube, I could do the party promoting, I could even go to my day job. I'm gonna get my time in on basketball
You
skills and
said
drills.
fucks on YouTube about a couple weeks ago. I just saw the clip. I think you like fuck my day job.
That was-
Hold on, I gotta go back and find. I'm like,
I
I'm
quit it.
through.
I
You
quit
know
that
how
shit.
you got the little intro in there.
But
man, fuck that day job.
quit it,
that's
then
because
this
he saw what a nigga he saw what
did
what I was
the
doing. I'm like, bro, it start with me, bro. You feel what I'm saying? It start with me. I'm the big brother. You feel what I'm saying? So it start with me. Once all my brothers see that I'm getting in line, they gonna get right with me
Yeah.
because they know what it is. It's the ingredients. It's that
Hey,
sugar, that
and no
spice, that
shade to
everything
people
nice.
that do that. I
You
really
feel me?
I commend them because every person I know in life that just really couldn't function on a day-to-day job, it's because they had a bigger picture of how the
Nah, for
structure
sure.
was. Like,
For sure.
you want me to start here? Well, I'm already know. Like, I'm telling everybody has that mentality. I mean,
No.
so I don't
Man,
knock
look,
it.
man.
I like when I saw it, I said, oh yeah,
Man,
they didn't see the bigger
Man,
picture.
oh,
They
dude.
know how. Like, end of the day, let's think about it. If your expenses a month was $100, you know damn well you can go make over $100 to cover them
Nah, for
expenses.
sure, bro, man.
When you start teaching men, like when you see it, like man, I don't know.
No, let me.
Shit,
that
$1,000.
leap of
I can
faith.
live off $1,000. That's it. Oh,
That-
I'm finna go
man,
get it.
that leap of faith, bro. You feel what I'm saying? That leap of faith, man. I was working at Amazon about had to be about 8 months ago, and it was flooding outside. It was flooding outside. But I'm like, bro, this stuff's so inhumane, bro. Nobody called and checked on me, bro. I can't see. They don't care. They're not caring about their product. That's how I was feeling.
Yeah.
If I was a CEO, I wouldn't dare make my employees feel like this. You feel what I'm saying? Then that's when it clicked. Man, fuck this shit. I'm finna go do what I'm supposed to do. I quit the job. I told my mama, bro, I'm finna go ahead and jump into this basketball stuff, mama. You get what I'm saying? Don't judge me on this situation. But even if you do, no, it don't matter this time. I'm going all the way in.
What was your mom's response?
Baby, do what make you happy.
Okay.
Bam.
That's half of the battle.
That's half.
Because if your mom was shitting on your dream, it would have made you it would have fractured your relationship or either made you tuck it in and be like, you know what, I'm taking my ass back to work.
Well, you know, they talk. They talk.
No, they used to, but when somebody is so hard-headed and so diligent with like, this time I'm going to do it,
Fam,
people around you will respect it.
We just got this deal like 10 days, like 2 weeks ago, correct?
Even 2
so
weeks.
that was a 7 month. So this has been a 7 month process of my parents and my aunties and everybody preaching to me to get a job and stuff like that because they not knowing what's the magnitude of what I'm building.
Yeah.
I had the opportunity to work at a basketball camp. Shout out to RTR on the rise. So I had an opportunity to get and pick what I wanted. You feel what I'm saying? It was at my expense. I wasn't making much money. I was only making $300 a week. But I'm cool. I'm a hustler anyway. You feel what I'm saying?
Right down the
Okay,
street
so you
at
mean to
Cullen.
tell you it's at Cullen? That's my stumping ground. I'm Mr. Cullen.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I know exactly who to get in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
You feel me? All I got to do is get in the door. I know exactly who to put in. You got to know how to get it off the ground.
Yeah.
You feel me? They saw the influence that we had on that on that one, and then it just continued to grow. Through that, I was able to train the players that I needed to train to create the Sway players. All my kids, and even with that, even with when it came down to my son don't live with me. I had him on an everyday basis now. You feel what I'm saying? I got to see him grow every day.
Yeah.
You feel me? Along with his friends and everybody like that. I put myself in a way to be a vessel for something, correct?
Yeah.
And then once I saw them on a day-to-day basis, just listening to their everyday conversation. I'm with these kids 8 hours out the day, sometimes 10. So I'm listening to what they're talking about and stuff like that, and I'm seeing what's missing. If it wasn't for me quitting my job, I wouldn't have got that intricate detail to do it now.
And your time value and money.
Exactly.
So you got your time back to focus on what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So get your money later. Like,
And then I was more so taking the route of, Trey, you go do that. I'm gonna keep them up. I'm gonna pay our stay where we staying at right
Yeah.
now. I'm gonna take care of the house, the family. You go build that up. You get what I'm saying? Now what was happening was, cool, yeah, he started the foundation. There's missing that flavor and that energy. You know, he's so sway. I'm sway way. Like I'm the 5-star. I get that
I'm the
shit poppin'.
visionary.
Yeah.
He the visionary, but I get that.
He
Yeah,
started.
I'm at that.
Once he
You get
start the
what I'm
engine, I
saying?
can
Like,
take us home.
You get what I'm saying?
Y'all have a cheat code, though.
Naturally, it's
The re-
two of me.
Because, like I said, it's two of you.
Yeah.
Like, you know how he just said, you do that and I'm going to do this.
yeah, we have to find people to be like, oh, okay.
Nah.
But see, we didn't learn that till shit like 21, 22 though.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
When he came back in Houston and I stayed in Oklahoma.
We had to learn how to.
You got a
find the
built-in partner.
Yeah.
Like having because the thing is having a partner and having a twin are two different bonds.
Two different.
Like that, you have somebody on the side of you that will literally take a bullet for you with no question.
Yeah, you never have to question his alignment.
And then even with legal stuff, man, he didn't walk in the bank pretending to be Travion Houston before. You get what I'm saying?
I can check his phone right now.
No, matter of
And it goes-
fact,
and it
time
goes-
out.
nah.
Y'all gotta give us a scenario before we leave of when y'all use y'all being twins.
I do it for the legal all the time. Bro, the organization don't know who they talking to. They don't know which one the head coach, and they don't know which one of us crazy. You feel what I'm
Who the
saying?
crazy,
Like
who the-
y'all see how I could just code switch. I could be cool, Carmelo, then I turn right up. But one day he might
got
be
one more.
right
You
there.
know what I'm
You don't know
saying?
which one which, bro. You get
They
what I'm
don't be
saying?
knowing.
You don't know which one which.
Nah, but as a kid, did y'all ever have a moment where it's like, I gotta be there, I just do it?
Once.
Okay.
Nah. It wasn't even that. It wasn't even like I gotta do it. We just tried to see if we could get away with it, right?
Yeah.
Kids,
So we was playing in the YMCA, right? He had a game. He played the first half, right? My mama was like, go over there, like, y'all, hold on, y'all switch real quick, just see what's up. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Why he wasn't coming with it?
Probably
we did it. No, we did it
But-
for like 2 minutes. He
Yeah.
couldn't take it no more though. You know what I'm saying? Like he get him up. I want to play my game. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But like it's
So
like
we had our
nobody noticed it though. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? Like
but we were
really
granted.
switched.
We were the best players on the team.
This
So
how,
the way how I run my system ain't the way you run your system, fam.
You think eventually they would have figured it out?
as they got
they
older,
did.
I
They
just
did.
started getting able to tell them apart after they got like 20 when they started getting their man weight because Trey is naturally skinnier than they.
Mm-hmm.
But before that, it was a birthmark right here.
Still right there.
He had the birthmark and he didn't. So I would literally have to.
But granted with that, it just what that is, man. We divided and we conquered, and this is the fruits of our labor. I was expecting for us to do it on an independent level for the whole year. Well, really for however long. You get what I'm saying? And I was telling my business partner, we raised a child together. So, you know, I was telling her like we came up with a date and everything. Like we're gonna write everything down. Cause she the one that encouraged me to start writing down everything and putting it in the books, like as far as financial, prayers and all of it. So I'm like, okay, cool, let's make ourselves an itinerary of the tournaments we want to go through. Sometimes we didn't have it, correct? But we'll put in the work to get it, probably fundraise, whatever. You feel me? But we got to make these dates. It's very important that we make these dates. We wrote it down, we got to chase it. You feel what I'm saying? We can't act like we're not cognizant of this date. If we make it, good things will happen. We call them pressure points. You feel me?
Because what they do is when you have a deadline over your head, it literally puts pressure on you on the day to day.
Yes, we met that
Put
date.
you in-
Look, and it was literally on me. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm the boss of it, correct? So it's like, man, she hit me up this morning because I make the final decision of everything. She says anything is on you. You feel what I'm saying? It's your world. We're gonna whatever you want, we're gonna get it for you. It's not too many people that actually do that. That's one. That's a great friend, correct? But like, okay, it's like 2 days before the last Dallas trip. She texts me early in the morning. So what we gonna do? I'm like, damn. Well, I ain't got much, but boom, 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 boom. So what we gonna do? Fuck it, let's ride. You get what I'm saying? Then everything started clicking. Like stuff just started coming in just because I took another leap of faith. Man, we crammed in one truck, 15 deep. We got our ass whooped, granted.
3 weeks
We got our ass whooped, granted.
You got the experience.
But we got the experience, and
That-
everybody fell in love with us. They saw what we were trying to do.
And that
you feel what I'm
7th
saying?
grade team was playing up on 8th
Yeah, they were
grade.
playing up on 8th
And
grade.
they actually competed a few times. You get
Yeah.
what I'm saying? They did
So you
something.
built their confidence
Yeah.
by
They went
getting your ass on the road and being
No,
uncomfortable.
and they saw them lights.
and
Yeah.
then
They saw them lights, and
then,
they felt like
then they got discovered by the blue chips at Cullen. Because
Yeah.
somebody coming to see Landon
we put them on a big
because
play. We put them on
of
the
the
this big
Swagway
platform.
Players platform.
Yeah,
So, but we've
and
been
then
branding
Gulf
them.
Coast Blue Chips was like, y'all come over here and get with us.
It
Well,
wasn't
it was
necessarily
already-
like
nah, it
that.
wasn't
It
like
wasn't
that.
necessarily. You got to know how this game work. You get what I'm saying?
That's why I was thinking
Like,
because
yeah,
I was coming up. I thought just going through it's AAU.
Nah,
And
nah,
then it just,
nah. This
you know,
this
high
politics.
school.
Now it's more factions.
Nah, this politics. Now this the baby
Big
NBA.
money.
Like,
This
everything was aligned around those two things. These
When,
play
when,
just regular high school
They
ball.
funnel
when
now.
them
Hey,
shoot
they
teams,
funnel.
when them
It seem
shoot
like
teams
this
involved,
thing got broader right
nah, man. When them shoot teams involved, like it's crazy. Like so when I know him, like I said, he was behind Clyde Jackson. He was the one that was behind getting us ranked. You feel what I'm saying? So you not just dry in the hood for nothing, bro.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And I'm letting you know, I know exactly who you here for, pimping. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
He was trying to
but
play like he wasn't
He was
here
there for
them.
one kid.
No, he was trying to just.
he
act
probably
like
won't
he
even
just
admit to it,
recruited.
but nigga, come
Yeah,
on,
you
bro.
know, I know who you coming for. You
I know you coming
I
for.
know
Coming
who
for.
you
but
Landon.
he coming for.
No, that's what I'm saying. He was
Yeah.
coming for one
he didn't
kid.
say, but he didn't say that though.
Yeah.
You feel
He
what
played
I'm
it
saying?
cool because we gave him all the information
But-
they needed to know.
But granted, the job always been on the table for us as coaches. But you know, my son personally still developing along with some of his friends. So if I take this shoe team right now with no leverage, what happens to my child now? Basketball is me and my child's love language, just how we bond.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm finna do this. I'm finna take a leap on myself, and I'm finna grow leverage, and I'm finna grow the value in it. And these kids, and they gonna want to take us out.
and all it took was a 2-month wait.
It was 2
You
months.
taking the LeVar Ball route.
Oh, we about to do
Remember,
it.
LeVar Ball kids never played
man. Say,
on
man.
major AAU
Hey, bro.
teams.
And they all
He was
from
like,
they-
I'm gonna bring you and your brother gonna play, and LaMelo, even though he's 6 years or 5 years younger, his ass gonna be the starting point guard.
Mhm.
And y'all gonna get y'all ass whooped for a few years, and y'all gonna be looking raggedy. y'all might not have the best jerseys, but just stay with this shit.
But it's
Nah, but
special,
we
bro. Let me
fly
tell-
with it,
but
though.
let me tell you, it's
no,
special.
but y'all had
No,
to
no,
work
It's
to get
it's
here.
special though because Clyde like, man, I love what y'all got going on. He love Bobo, and you get what I'm
Yeah.
saying. He like, man, you know, I'm a hood nigga, and I love what y'all doing. for that, I'm a sponsor 3 of y'all kids. No charge. You get what I'm saying? And they go to Cullen. I'm gonna see about getting them and this and that. You get what I'm saying? It's like that's just how that type of stuff work. Now you look up later, and now it's a post that you see. Yeah, you know they hit us like you gotta rock that Under Armour.
Yeah.
A kid be like, you know, my mama can't afford the Under Armour.
Oh yeah, y'all bought the kid the shoes. Like that's real shit.
You know.
But
you know?
the thing is, people going because I saw somebody else that y'all knew gave y'all flowers.
Yeah.
Like that's real.
Uh-huh.
That was one of our players.
That was one of our players, but he just a little too old right now, so he missed it. He like, damn, I wish I had that.
On the real thing, I wish we had more time. Like, I'm gonna just tell y'all, stay with it, bro.
I got you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, for sure.
But also, man,
Hey, and thank you for hey, I love getting coach stuff from anybody. So even the young knowledge they came through and was like, hey man, y'all need to get on our square. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that.
We listening to y'all, man.
I appreciate that.
on some real
it's
shit.
It's energy, bro.
They got on my ass. They was like, bro, why I not? Because they was like, what y'all doing? I'm like, man,
It's more about marketing.
we ain't recording this. I don't know.
Yeah,
They was like, bro, we'll go
okay.
half with you. I'm like, just
but even not to cut you off, we're a promo and production team. You feel what I'm saying? If y'all need somebody to tell the story, we the guys for it. You feel what I'm saying? If y'all need somebody to get behind y'all Instagram page or anything, bro, y'all can hit me up. I know how to market.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
because we don't do shit with our Instagram.
I self-educated.
So, yeah.
No, but we
So
do.
that's the
You
thing,
feel
like,
me?
That ain't like I mean, you know how it's different from posting on your personal
Man,
then on something like that.
But
Like
y'all already have the package.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is just know how to work what y'all working, and if y'all don't, hey, where you got? Hit me.
Yeah,
That's what
because y'all know how to use that social media
There
to
you go.
leverage shit.
Yeah.
You know, like we archaic when it comes to that.
And
We
then-
know.
Social media
And
And
marketing.
then on top of that,
YouTube
man,
page
and then
too.
on top of that, I ain't popping my shit too much, but we can make them calls. You
Yeah.
feel what I'm saying? We can make them calls. We can
Yeah,
make them calls.
y'all know how to get some shit out the mud. That's why I always fuck with y'all because y'all know y'all connectors, man. Y'all have always been connectors. And Marcus, that's a gift of yours too. Like I always say, I got the fucking Afrotech. I just had to show up. Like, this nigga had already, he had already put the plays in. Like we here, walk your ass in here, because his ass, he's something I'm not. Well, he will go up to anybody and build a
man,
conversation.
I get us in the door, and I'm like this. I get us in the door. When I get in the door, here comes the product. Antoine, let's go here, and next thing you know,
Bro, they had a private party at Soho House. Soho House party, they got like 5 of them in the country. You have to be a member to even get in that motherfucker.
Okay.
This is where like Jay-Z and them be.
Okay.
This nigga Marcus the whole time, man, I'm trying to go to Soho House. I'm like, nigga, we ain't got no membership for that motherfucker.
But
I look up, this nigga's gone. I'm like, where you at? This nigga FaceTime me. First of all, there's a chick that got a podcast, man, Wheezy on what is it, Horrible Decisions podcast?
Okay.
Yeah.
So the skinny one on there, this nigga like got this weird ass affinity that he just like, I fuck with her, man. Why this nigga FaceTime me with her on it? Yeah, what's good? Like he like
He
this
with her.
nigga with like I'm gonna meet this bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You remember when I met my social media my social media mentor?
Yeah.
At the bar, correct?
Yeah.
He's finna scout my best player now.
Yeah.
Correct? You
He
feel
used to
what I'm
coach
saying?
for Mount Verde.
You feel what I'm saying? He finna come scout my
Yeah.
best player.
Connection.
But thing is about it, this what I'm telling is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all was just telling our kids about investing in the future, correct?
Yeah.
But the kids are the future.
Right.
Y'all are people kids will look up to. Y'all niggas ain't old, fam. You feel what I'm saying?
think we
Y'all are
old,
people.
man.
No, y'all are people to look up to. Y'all, but y'all are people to look up to.
You
What
right,
what
baby.
what
Yeah, I know,
what
man. Y'all still
and
got
what
it.
we see for y'all, man. We will help y'all get that younger demographic, bro, because we need
They
y'all.
need to hear y'all.
We need y'all, bro.
need
You feel what I'm saying, bro? Y'all niggas fresh as hell, dog.
I think
Y'all
we
fresh
need
as
to,
hell.
I think you're right. We just need to
You
broaden
feel
our
me?
team. That we doing
Man.
like we
Man,
like,
just do it,
and
bro.
Yeah, but
Just
no,
don't stop
no,
doing
like,
it.
No, what you talking about? Like I think, yeah, we need to have a conversation.
Man, come fuck
on
with a
that.
player,
Like,
man. Come fuck with a
some
player.
of that
We'll
right
see.
there.
Man, look, man, you gonna make me put it on, man. Man,
I mean, but
look,
we gotta
man.
go at a pace now. Like,
But no, nigga, just give me the, nah,
Man, look, man.
Get
Nah,
ready
don't do that. We play fast, man.
No,
We
I
from
play
J.
fast,
Gates.
nigga.
We 32 minutes
32 minutes ahead,
you know
nigga.
what I'm
Come
saying?
on.
Hey,
Nah,
it's
we
okay to
moving.
walk to the aperture, John.
No, that's outdated, bro. If you go slow, you can slow cook it, but it still got to be at a proper pace, fam. You got to keep it up.
Before we get out of here, man, let them know where they can find the movie. What I mean by the movie is the Swave Way Entertainment way of life. You know what I'm saying? Let them know where they can tap in and everything with the movement.
Man, right now it's the Sway Way Players, bro. You get what I'm saying? Sway Way Players with a Z, not an S. It's real Houston shit going on. Sway Way Players. Lock that in. You'll see the whole rabbit hole. You want to just look at the twins within themselves, go to the Houston Twinz page with a Z on YouTube. The story is right there. All you got to do is like, comment, subscribe, keep the motherfucking money alive, and go ahead and watch it. I guarantee you press play, you'll never go nowhere else. You feel me?
And if you're a hooper, what it is Houston Hoop Blue Chip 2029.
Yeah. Houston Hoop Blue Chip 2029.
Not Houston Hoop. No. Gulf Coast Blue Chip. Gulf Coast. My fault, Clyde. Gulf Coast Blue Chip 2029 on Instagram. They used to be Houston Hoops. Now it's back. Gulf Coast.
Yeah. But if y'all just in love with the Twins for the win, I'm Trace O. Swave. You get what I'm saying? TRESOSWAVE. You feel what I'm saying?
Sway Way Day 11. Get at it. You know.
I mean, it's flavors. Wherever though you want to go down, I got you. For shit show.
Man, dog, and just the new year, man. Everybody, you listen to our voice, man. Write down some resolutions. I hate when motherfuckers say they ain't got no goals or resolutions for the year. Even if you don't make them motherfuckers. If you don't write it down, you're doing yourself a
And
disservice.
assess your current goals. You know what I'm saying? You made a goal last year for 5 years. Now it's year 4.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's year 2, year 3. Like, assess your current goals and see if it still makes sense or do you need to pivot.
No,
Yep.
for sure.
You know? Shoot, like, for example, like, in May, boy's gonna be a full-time real estate agent in Illinois.
May
Yeah.
10th.
You know what I'm
This
saying?
nigga say he going outside the state.
I'm going where the product is, baby. I'm going where the product is.
That's smart. That's good. That's
Catch
good.
me in Illinois. Next year, gonna catch me in Wisconsin.
That's good that you
Where the
mentioned
product?
May. That's good that you mentioned May. May is our next tournament out here. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I expect to do this again. And everybody
Oh,
gonna
every
come
time
back
y'all
there.
in
gonna see
town,
me
y'all
out
gotta
in here
pull up on
shining.
it.
We got
but
4,
everybody
5
gonna
of them.
come through. You get
Every
what I'm
time
saying?
y'all come in here, y'all got to pull up. And the thing is, we going to have more time that time. We
I'll
only
make
had
myself
half
always
the time.
available when y'all want to pull up.
May 10th,
Like,
go
you
ahead and lock
if you
it
wanna-
in.
Like, you want to pull up whenever y'all want to pull up.
May
I'll
10th,
make
go ahead and
myself
knock it in.
available.
What y'all want to do? Y'all want to throw an event? What we talking about? Let's get the group message. What y'all talking
We'll
about?
table it and we'll keep. We'll get it.
He talking about
going.
table. This gonna
No.
happen, bro. I got you.
All right, so talk about it.
It's all right.
Oh, and what?
He giving the
Man, I'm finna drop the contract right now tonight, bro. I
Let
got
me
y'all.
make this correlation real
Yeah.
quick. Last time we came, we talked about the Jack X reunion 10
Yeah.
years ago when we graduated, right? Okay, cool. We did the fashion show
Yeah.
on our page, right? Why the lady that we did the fashion show with, we coach her son now. She's his team mom.
Yeah.
We've been looking for a venue
Uh-huh.
for our class reunion.
Yeah.
The Hendrix is beautiful,
Yeah.
bro. She
the
owns it. We coach her kid.
It's
I might be able to throw a free man, like you get what I'm
You know what I'm
saying.
saying?
You feel me?
Using your network.
That could have been,
with the
and that's a
players, man.
$5,000, $7,000 venue. You get
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And maybe even more. I don't know how much it is, but the thing is about it, we here pouring into a baby. So
Yeah.
you feel me?
People, the word,
That's how the world
universe
work.
gonna pay you back, man.
That's crazy,
Damn,
bro.
this feel good. Before we get out of here,
That's how it goes.
y'all keep listening to the brand, man. Like we bullshit, man. My goal is for 2024 to at least put up 26 episodes.
26?
That mean every other
We
year.
put 100 up in a year.
No, I'm talking about every other week at least. That's what I'm saying. I said at least. That means that I'm holding ourselves to at
I'm
least
out of
doing
town for
this.
the next 2 weeks, but
That's why we up there. This nigga never here. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta give him a date. Give him a date. Give him
But
something
before you leave, we gotta get in the lab.
Tuesdays.
What Tuesday?
We can talk about it, but I'm
we'll
good
talk
every
about it,
Tuesday I'm
man.
here.
Y'all in town for the tournament. So hopefully the time y'all listening to they done won that motherfucker. So you know what I'm saying.
we winning this one.
No, we winning.
But yeah, so again, appreciate y'all boss for pulling up, man. Flim, appreciate you for pulling up even with
no
the
doubt.
surgery. You know, he just got stitches out. You know,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? This nigga putting in work like he getting paid for the league. You know what I'm saying?
Good.
So yeah, man, y'all keep believing and keep achieving, like my boy Knowledge used to say, man.
Yeah, man. Before I go, man, I want to say this. I couldn't make it, but man, I had a homeboy in life. Go back to how y'all say what inspired me when you was like, man, fuck that day job. It's about my goals. It's about this. And shout out to my boy. I couldn't make it to the celebration. But my boy Fernand, man, met this guy when I was 14, 15, 16. Met him on just some, just in the streets on some player. We high school, so, we athletes. Ended up, the knowledge he provided, we ended up dating 2 cousins. And just getting real close. And after that, he was able to, I'm finna go though, but RIP to him. Because he was, we became football, and then he shocked me and became my frat brother when I knew he was gonna be a Q. I knew he was gonna be a Q. Like, cause our lead linebacker was a Q. I was gonna be a Q. Our D tackle, everybody. He shocked me when he became a Nuke, man. And he my brother in 3 ways, and RIP to him. And today they celebrating him this weekend.
Man,
he will
RIP,
always be in my
man.
heart, man. So I just want to add that to it. And
for sure.
you know, we can leave or we can,
Y'all had some
no,
L's this week, man.
You know, my little brother just got murdered, brutally murdered. You feel what I'm saying?
Damn.
His grandmama gave us the blessing to look over him. You know, we ain't just start being
not him,
his big brother, correct?
Yeah.
You know, we took in his big brother when he was younger.
Free
And
Dion.
you know,
Man,
free Dion up out there.
I'm praying for you, brother.
And Locky, bro, I'm sorry, bro. You feel what I'm saying? That was sad, but we understand, bro. You feel what I'm saying?
Appreciate it.
And that's why we doing it with these kids. My urban city kids, bro. You don't have to push that pack no more. You don't have to pick up a gun, bro. It's niggas like us who got the information for y'all, fam. You feel what I'm saying? All you gotta do is come fuck with it. Ask the questions. You feel me? This for my youngsters. This is why we doing it within the community. Our kids right now don't even know what they living amongst. They don't know how dangerous their conditions is. They feel like it's normal. That's an unhealthy environment to be in.
Yeah.
But they don't know that that's just life for them.
Yeah.
So we the ones that's waking them up.
We about to pick them up and
Man, keep taking them out their comfort zones, man.
yeah.
So yeah, man, all Peter out of fallen soldiers.
Man, you know, this your boy Antoine the Source.
Man, it's knowledge, man.
Boy Flim.
And hey, man, it's Sway Day, man.
Trace our Sway, dog.
Houston Twinz, man.
Man,
Yeah,
listen, Unspoken Conversation, man. First episode of 2024, man. We
Many
out
more to
here.
come, though.
yeah.
We keep it coming.
That's hard. Man, appreciate y'all, man.
Shout out to
sir,
that boy
man.
Bay Road Fresh, RIP.
Man, appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all.
Now,
Back row.